And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 3 now. He's got a man left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to get it with the option. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. They'll run another option to the right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
To throw it on 1st down. Looking slant route, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And they'll have 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Into traffic, complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The Tigers take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can, and certainly was effective.
That one right down the middle. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Voyagers and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. Juke the defender. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down. One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Taken in by Harris. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He's got Harris. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3. The Tigers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Here's a give up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They're throwing it. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They go play action here. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm.
Yeah.
Especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Their punter making his way out now. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Got 46 on his 1st punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
There was a window there for a moment. Boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Pass play now. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now looking to throw. Has him running the comeback. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll give him a first down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Offense to the line for second down. Back to throw. It's inside the 10. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Right back to him on 1st and goal. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Voyagers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Voyagers tie this game 7-7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground. It's looking like an effective dual threat thus far. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Looking for a throw here. Flush down out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And some nice running. Gets him a gain. That's up to the 38. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Punting unit out now. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Voyagers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First and 10, they're going to throw. Hauled in left side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 32. Gets him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. 2nd and 6 coming up here. He'll throw it yet again. Finds him over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 39. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
He finds him beyond the marker. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. That's him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Gets this one to Harris. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They are throwing it again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One final shot before halftime. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. We've arrived at halftime. The Voyagers on top in Melbourne. Now let's get you back stateside. Jonathan Coachman waiting patiently to check in, bring you the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Throwing from the gun here. Has it downfield, working the left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. On first down, they'll run. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. Pass play coming here. Looking right, and he finds him. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll give him a first down. Blown back, gets the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
It's now second and 6.
Another carry for him. And they bring him down around the 34. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up. That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw now. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Throwing from the gun. They get to him and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
The challenge with so many sacks is it just disrupts everything in the rhythm and timing of your offense. All of these negative plays. Hey, this league and this game is hard enough when you're on schedule. All of these sacks setting you behind the chains. Well, you've seen how disruptive it is for this offense.
The Voyagers back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the 24. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Setting up a throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Give now to the running back. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29, he's got Harris. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hand off to the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's still just a one-score game as we resume play in the 4th. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Taken in by Harris. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
Oh, no, the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home with the...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Complete out to the right. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. a two-possession game here in the fourth. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Offense not going anywhere. They want two.
The offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he's got a man. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Whenever you're throwing for two, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense headed back to the field. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
2nd and 10 now. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
The pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up. And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Jukes one defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37.
From the 37. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. He'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll give him a 1st down. They'll throw it again. Connecting on the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
At the 47-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
They send him left out of the slot. It's a jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
He was taken down behind.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now from the gun. Gets this one to Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
To throw it on first down. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Hits his running back. And he'll go down here at the 16. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that gives them the first. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Melbourne. Voyagers getting closer to their 13th win of the season. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give running right. And they'll get him down at the 7-yard line. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They give it to him again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Back to the well again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This offense getting all set for this series. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Throwing from the gun here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now a try to keep a sliver of hope alive and make things a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Voyagers 22, Tigers 14.
So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. They look like they got it back, and they did!
Illegal touching. Offense.
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Voyagers as we say so long from Melbourne.